Well, folks, today I have to go to an event. And guess what? Look at that. That's insane. Look at all that snow. So I have no idea if I'm getting there or not. But this is one of the things that is an obstacle for us who have wheelchairs: the weather. I've talked about this many times. But, one of these days I had a meeting, I had to go, and the sidewalk was not cleared off as it was supposed to. For a person who's walking, it was fine, but the person who was shoveling was leaving all these thick streaks of snow on the sidewalk, and I got stuck. And one of them, I royally got stuck. And it's important for people who are clearing off sidewalks and clearing off driveways to know that our wheelchairs are not snowmobiles. So it is really important that they look at this. It's just a mess. We have high winds, we have snow on the trees, and with the high winds, all the snow is falling off the trees. It's just insane out there. So hopefully, things will warm up and the snow will melt off a little bit. By the time I have to go out, things will be cleared off and I'll be able to get to my event. But this is what I talk about, during winter or during the summer when weather is crazy, we get shut in, period. And it's frustrating. And I think it's important for people to hear that from us, not for us to get down, but for people to understand, if it's bad weather, so-and-so's not going to be able to go out. Or if it's bad weather, maybe I should go pick them up so they have an easier time getting to the event. But people don't think about these things. They create an event or, you have to go to a meeting or whatever, and people don't think, they can just get on the bus or whatever, they'll be fine. And it's not. It's difficult. It's a challenge, and it's insane. So I'm frustrated because I'm just hoping and crossing my fingers that the snow stops. It is 8:46 a.m. The snow started at 5 a.m. and we were supposed to get snow all day, and the snow just stopped. So I have my fingers crossed that I'll be able to get to my event. But this is our reality. And I think that many of you can identify with this, that, whether we have to adapt and move along with what's out there. We always have to hope for a sunny, clear day, to be able to go outside and enjoy things. But now some other people in wheelchairs will say, oh, great, I can go to the ski hills and get on my one blade ski and just go have fun, but it just depends on your condition, and it depends on your health in general. So this is one of the things that I talk about often, for people not to forget about us when the weather is bumpy, when the weather is unpredictable, to say, hey, I'm going to go pick up so-and-so, or let's pay for a van for that person to get from point A to point B because the weather is going to be bad today. Or, oh, they have a manual wheelchair, they can just take it apart, so I'll go pick them up. People just don't think that way. And so I think it's important for us to express our challenges, to share, what are obstacles for us on a daily basis. And the weather is one of them. And I think your friends and family need to know that and to understand that, life is fine and dandy until the weather changes and is unpredictable. I think about the people in California. I think about people in Turkey, and I think about the people in wheelchairs under those circumstances. Hmm. How many people in Turkey during those earthquakes, how did they manage? How did they get themselves to safety? Um, how many people in wheelchairs in California were trapped or in danger? How many? Um, in the South and in the middle of the country, for people in wheelchairs, having to deal with so many tornadoes and bad weather, and how do they deal with it? How do you deal with it? I just look at the snow. It's like, no, not again. I know that spring is coming, and this will end for a little while, but it's just frustrating, especially when you have a commitment. You say, yeah, I'll be there, I'll come early, and then this happens. So I just want everybody to be honest, with the people you have relationships with. Just let them know, yeah, you're in a wheelchair, you can do anything you want, and you can, be blockbuster through life. However, there are challenges, and for you to be honest with yourself about what those challenges are and figure out how to make them a little bit easier for yourself, and for people to, if they ask you, well, how can I help you? How can I support you? This is one of them. If the weather is ever bad and you have a commitment to go somewhere, could they help you, get from point A to point B? And my challenge is that I have a power wheelchair, so even if I had a manual wheelchair, doesn't matter the type of wheelchair. It's just snow is a big obstacle. And my vent is just across the parking lot. But if the parking lot is not plowed and the person did not clean off the sidewalk appropriately, I'm not getting there. And this is what happened in one of my other commitments. It was on a Saturday. It was across 2 parking lots. And of course, I couldn't get there because the people didn't plow our parking lot, and they didn't plow the sidewalk, and they didn't plow the other parking lot I had to cross. So, so, so anyway, weather. We really need to think about it, and it's a challenge. However, we can also problem solve, and that is to make sure that we have support, the necessary support to break through. If you know that you live in California, you're in a wheelchair, a storm is coming, they've announced, 4 feet of snow in your area, or that you're going to get 10 inches or more of rain, 12 inches, I don't care how many it is. You have to get yourself to safety and make sure you're safe, and make sure that you touch base with whomever it is. Let the Red Cross know where you live. Let the fire department know. If you have to go in a shelter for a few hours to make sure that you're safe, it's worth it, I think. If you have a family member who offers to pick you up, yeah, sure. I was in the earthquake of 1989 in Los Gatos, California, and our neighborhood was absolutely torn to pieces in that earthquake. And my brother came, and he picked me up and my landlord and took us over to his house. So, it's those kind of things that it's important to. Some things you can't avoid, some things you can't predict, such as an earthquake. How was I supposed to know when I got home from work that the earth was just going to crack into pieces and houses were going to fall? And I had no idea. Either did my landlord, either did my brother. But those things we can't avoid. But, I knew this snow was coming, but the schedule changed. So I'm hoping that this is the end of it. But those are the things we get tangled up in. And so support is really important. resources are really important, and pre-planning is important to keep ourselves safe. Well, I'm going to stop rambling, but I think you get my point. And just be open. Just be open to sharing your frustrations or your obstacles with weather, so that people know and that people understand, how they can help. And so that you have a backup plan when these kind of things happen, like this white stuff outside of my window. All right. Well, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.